Hello mga kawamat, in this video lesson, we will discuss about deductions or the mandatory deduction from the government. So let us answer first this question. If you were offered a job with a 45,000 pesos monthly salary, do you think you'll receive the full 45,000, that is 45,000 in your hands? So what do you think is the answer? So let's take edit muna natin. Okay, so what do you think is the answer? Yes, if your answer is no, tama po. Because deductions. Okay, wala pa yung mga deductions yan. So, pag sinabi sa'yo na ang monthly salary mo is 45,000, hindi lahat yan makukuha mo. Okay, so ilan lang ito sa mga i-discuss kong deduction, no? Pagdating sa sweldo natin. Okay. So, in the previous discussion, na-discuss na natin yung mga sum deduction. Like for example, may utang ka o kaya late ka sa trabaho, absent ka. So, i-deduct yun sa sweldo mo. So, today, we will focus on the mandatory deductions coming from the government. So, i-discuss natin yung GSIS, Pag-ibig, SSS, PhilHealth, and the tax which is under the BIR or the Bureau of Internal Revenue. So, paano natin kukumputin kung magkano yung tax mo? Okay? So the taxable income in the Philippines refers to the amount of income on which an individual or business is required to pay income tax. So it is calculated by taking the gross income and the deducting allowable expenses, exemption, and deduction as defined by the Bureau of Internal Revenue or the BIR. So when you say taxable income, so ito yung amount ng salary mo, okay, na pagkukuhaan o kaya doon natin iko-compute yung tax kung magkano yung tax mo for a certain month. So, ibig sabihin, dapat na-deduct na dito yung SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, o kung nasa government ka, yung GSIS, kasi hindi siya kasama dun sa income mo na papatawan natin ng tax or yung tinatawag nating taxable income. So, hindi rin kasama dito sa taxable income yung mga allowances na non-taxable. So, for example, sa company nyo, meron kayong allowance like for example, yung travel allowance or yung rice allowance, tapos non-taxable yon. So, hindi dapat isasama yun dun sa taxable income mo. So, ano ba yung mga kasama lang sa taxable income? So for individuals, employees, or self-employed, so kasama of course you're included the following: salaries and wages, kasi yung sweldo mo. Okay, dyan sa sweldo mo, kasama dyan yung mga overtime pay, okay, yung mga commission mo, okay, the bonuses and other compensation, honoraria, professional fees, commission income, business or freelance income, rental income, capital gains, so this from sale or shares or real property subject to specific rules. Other income like dividends, interest income, to if not exempt, no, yung interest income. Okay. This is the withholding tax table. So ito yung gagamitin natin sa pag-compute ng tax nyo. So, meron tayo ditong daily. Okay, wait for a while. Okay, meron tayo ditong, yeah. So, meron tayong daily, weekly, semi-monthly, and monthly. So, dito tayo, ito yung gagamitin natin, yung monthly. So, meron tayong anim na range or the compensation range. Yung first compensation range is 20,833 and below. So, ibig sabihin, kapag yung taxable income ay nasa 20,833 and below, wala ka pang babayarang tax o walang kakaltasin diyan sa sa income or sa sweldo mo. Pero sa pangalawang range, so the amount is 20,833 to 33,332 kapag pasok dyan yung taxable income mo. So ito yung pagkukompute. 15% over the 20,833. So, yan lang. Kukumputin lang natin yung over 20,833 times 15%. So, yun yung magiging tax mo. Sa pangatlong compensation range, that is from 33,333 to 66,666. So, yung prescribed withholding tax mo dyan is 1,875 plus 20% over 33,333. And for range number 4, that is 66,667 to 166,666. So, ang pag-compute ng withholding tax mo dyan is 8,541.80 plus 25% over 66,667. And for range number 5, that is from 166,667 minus 666,666. So, pag-compute ng tax mo dyan, this is 33,541.80 plus 30% over 166,667. And for range number 6, that is 666 and above. So, ang range niyan is this the last range, no? 183,541.80 plus 35% over the 666,667. Okay, so pwede nyo to i-visit, okay, yung website na to o i-click yung link na to para ma-practice kayo. It's like a calculator on how to compute the withholding tax table. Alright, so para mabigyan kayo ng idea, so tingnan natin dito sa example number 1. So for example, your taxable income is 18,000 monthly salary. So ang taxable income mo this monthly, no, 18,000. So ang 18,000 is nasa range number 1. Okay. So ibig sabihin, wala pa kayong babayarang tax kasi 18,000 lang yung taxable income. Below siya ng 20,833. Another example. So for example, meron kang 30,000. Okay, yung taxable income mo is 30,000. So saan siya? Sa range number 2. It falls under 20,833 to 33,332 bracket. So, ang pag-compute niyan is 15% of the excess over 20,833. So, ang gagawin natin, i-minus muna natin yung 30,000 na taxable income mo sa 20,833. So, yung 9,167, yan yung excess na over sa 20,833. So, dyan sa 9,167, dyan tayo magkukompute ng 15%. So, 15% in decimal is 0.15. So, 0.15 multiply by 9,167, the answer is 1,375.05. So, yung 30,000 na taxable income, ito yung magiging tax mo, 1,375.05. Okay, next. Okay, so another example. So for example, 50,000 yun yung taxable income mo. So pasok siya sa bracket number 3, no? Ito yung 33,333 to 66,666. So una, of course, ito yung tax rate kung paano natin kukumpitin yung tax mo. 1,875 plus 20% ng excess over 33,333. So, yung 50,000, i-minus muna natin sa 33,333. So, ang sagot is 16,667. So, compute natin yung 20% ng 16,000. 667, that is 3,333.40. So, si 333.40, add natin kay 1,875. So, your tax kapag 50,000 na umabot ng 50,000 yung taxable income mo is 5,208.40. Okay, sige. Let's try this now. pwede niyo ito gamitin, no, yung symbol na 'to, how to compute it na. Later may papakita akong calculator para makatulong sa inyo para ma-check kung tama yung ano niyo, sagot niyo o yung pag-compute niyo. Next. Okay. So, ito yung calculator. So, search nyo lang to sa Google, taxcalculatorphilippines.com. So, kagamit ito para ma-check kung tama yung tax na na-compute natin. So, ilagay natin dyan yung 50,000. Okay. So, since yung ito, hindi natin to isama. So, not a member muna natin to. Kasi ibig sabihin kasi yung 50,000, yan na yung nakaltas na dyan, yung SSS, PhilHealth, sa Pag-ibig. So, saka na lang natin gamitin to later. Okay, so, kasi ang kinukompute natin dito, magkano yung tax niya. Okay, kapag yung taxable income niya is 50,000. So, kung ano yung lumabas dito sa income tax, yun yung babayaran niya dapat. Okay, calculate nyo lang. Alright, so as you can see, class, same 5,208.40. So, pwede nyo naman to i-compute manually using your calculator. Basta meron kayong table. Okay, so kung wala naman, kung gusto nyo i-practice sa bahay yung sagot nyo, pwede nyo itong gamitin yung taxcalculatorphilippines.com para alam nyo kung tama yung sagot nyo or hindi. Okay, so next. So I hope naintindihan nyo kung paano natin kinocompute yung tax. So pwede nyo i-practice, okay, gamit yung, let's say for example, as nyo yung parents nyo yung taxable income nila din. Try to compute, no, yung tax, okay, para ma-check nyo kung tama yung computation. Okay, next is the Pag-ibig or the Home Development Mutual Fund or the HDMF. Okay, so this is a table kung saan makikita natin kung magkano yung share contribution natin sa Pag-ibig Fund. So, dalawa yan. Okay, if you are employed in private and government, so 400 pesos yung total shares natin. So, yung 400 pesos na yon hahatiin yan ng employee at ng employer. So, 200 ay manggagaling sa'yo at yung 200 naman manggagaling sa employer. Okay, yung nagpapasweldo sa'yo. Okay, so ibig sabihin, 50-50% kayo dyan. So, kapag self-employed, of course, ikaw lang ang magbabayad ng 400 pesos. And for OFW, so of course, sa employee lang ang magbabayad. Sa employer, hindi siya walang manggagaling sa employer. For seafarers, same lang din, no? Kapag you are employed in a private and government, at yung mga kasambahay, same lang din. Okay, basta sa kasambahay, take note that earning at least 5,000 per month. Okay, kung earning less than 5,000 per month, pwede na ito ito lang yung ino-note natin. Okay, so ibig sabihin kahit gaano kalaki yung sweldo mo, halimbawa 100,000 pa yan, 200 pesos pa din yung ibabayad mo sa Pag-ibig. Okay? So ano ba yung Pag-ibig? It is a national savings program and an affordable savings shelter, housing, financing for both private and government workers. So again, so ipapakita natin yung calculator kanina. So para mo makita. Okay, so sa Pag-ibig contribution tayo, no? Okay, so dito tayo. Okay, for example, ang sweldo mo ay 50,000. Okay, so employed. Okay, so pag employed, so ang sagot, okay, 200 manggagaling sa employer, and 200 naman sa employee or ikaw, at yung total contribution mo ay 400. So kahit 1 million pa to. Okay, let's say yung monthly salary mo is 1 million. Okay. So same pa din, no? Okay, halimbawa 5,000 yung sweldo mo. 5,000 monthly. Okay, pag 5,000, so tig 100, 100 lang. Okay, kasi meron tayong computation dito kanina. So 1% and 2%. Okay, 2%, as you can see dito, tingnan mo natin dito ha. Okay, so babalikan natin dun sa slide natin. And then, meron pa. Okay, halimbawa 10,000. Okay, 10,000. Okay, so pag 10,000, of course, automatic tig to 200. Okay, 6,000. Okay, 120. Pag 7,000, 140. So, pag 8,000, 160. Okay, yun ang pag-compute natin dyan. So, starting 10,000 and above. So, that's 200, 200 na. No? Okay, so balik tayo ulit doon. So, ito maganda ito class, yung tax calculator. Philippines nandito yung SS calculator na, yung PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, saka yung tax na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. Okay, so next is the PhilHealth. Okay, sa PhilHealth, 5%. So, ang employee share is 2.5% and yung employer share ay 2.5%. So, hati rin kayo nung employer, no? Doon sa total contribution mo sa PhilHealth. So, ang PhilHealth is the health insurance for hospitalization and medicine. It's a program focused on giving priority to health for both government and private institutions. Some of the benefits covered by being a member of PhilHealth are inpatient coverage, outpatient coverage, and other special benefit packages. Okay, so again, so in PhilHealth, hati din, 5% nung salary yung total contribution mo. So, pero hahatiin yun between you and the employer. So, for example, Maria earns 15,000 per month. How much is her monthly PhilHealth contribution? So, first, I will multiply your salary by 5%. So 15,000 multiplied by 5% in decimal is 0.05. And the answer is 750. So ito yung total contribution ni Maria sa PhilHealth. Pero hindi yan lahat ay manggagaling sa sweldo niya. So kagaya ng nabanggit kanina, kalahati lang yan dapat ang kay Maria yung kukunin sa sweldo niya at yung kalahati dun sa employer. So, i-divide natin yung 750 into 2. So, that is 375. So, ibig sabihin, ang share ni Maria is 375 at ang manggagaling naman kay employer is 375. So, parang kagaya rin kanina no, sa pag-ibig. Okay? So, the answer is 750 yung total contribution ni Maria. But, 375 lang ay manggagaling sa kanya, ang 375 ay manggagaling sa employer niya. Okay? Another example, Jomar earns 120,000 per month. How much is the PhilHealth contribution? So, kagaya ng ginawa kanina, so it's about 100,000 sitting use the 100,000. Okay? So, as you can see, okay, ang gagawin lang natin, since more than na siya, up to 100,000 lang tayo eh. Yan o, this is the maximum. Okay, so maximum na yung 100,000. Okay, that's the maximum payment, 100,000. So, i-multiply natin yung 100,000 by 5%. So, that 5,000 is divided by 2. So, tig to 2,500. Ibig sabihin, 2,500 manggagaling sa'yo, 2,500 naman ang manggagaling sa employer. Okay, so your total contribution monthly sa PhilHealth ni Jomar pala is 5,000. Okay, so again, tig 2.5% sila. Okay, so tingnan natin sa calculator. Okay, para ma-check natin kung tama yung sagot natin kanina. Okay, so tingnan natin using the calculator ng PhilHealth Contribution Calculator. So yung 15,000, yung example natin, number 1 kanina. So tingnan natin. Ayan, so tig 375. So tama naman yung computation natin dito. Yung pangalawang example natin is 120,000. Okay, kakalculate natin. As you can see, tig 225. Okay, so tama, no? So sundan lang natin yung table na binigay. Okay, next tayo. Okay, the next one is the government social insurance security. Or it is a social insurance institution in the Philippines that provides benefits and protection to government employees. So, pag nasa government ka, ito yung kinakaltas sa'yo. Ito yung opposite ng SSS. So, insurance contribution. So, for the personal employee, so yung share mo dito is 9%. And for the government is 12%. So a total of 21%. So nagpupunta no yung share mo. So yung 2% dyan is the life insurance and 7% naman yung retirement. So government naman yung 12%, 2% din sa life insurance and 10% sa retirement. This is a total of 21%. So for example, okay, Mr. Santos is a public school teacher earning 28,000 per month. How much is his GSIS contribution and how much is shared by him and the government? So first, okay, yung 28,000, let us multiply it by 9%. So ito yung share ni Mr. Santos, no? Ah, 28,000 times 9% or in decimal that is 0.09, the answer is 2,520. Sa employer naman, so i-multiply natin by 12%, so 28,000 times 0.12 or 12% is 3,360. So ito yung magiging breakdown, no? Yung 2,520 ay manggagaling sa iyo, yung 3,360 naman ay manggagaling sa government share or sa employer share. Sa GSIs na yan, okay? For GSIS rather. So, ibig sabihin, yung sweldo o yung total contribution ni Mr. Santos in a month sa GSIS ay 5,880. So, nakikita nyo, medyo malaki, no? Ang ano ng GSIS. Kasi this for already for retirement, no? So kapag yung mga government, halimbawa teacher, ito si Mr. Santos nag-retired, so medyo malaki-laki, no? Meron siyang makukuha. At the same time, sa pension. Okay, next. Another example, Miss Rivera works at the City Hall and earns a monthly salary of 35,000. Compute her monthly GSIS contribution and the employer share. So, kagaya ng proseso kanina, kung pag kinumpute natin yung employee share, imumultiply lang natin by 9%. So, 35,000 times 9%, that is 3,150. And for the employer share, multiply it by 12%. So use your calculator. 35,000 times 12%, that is 4,200. So the total contribution ni Ms. Rivera sa GSIS is 7,350. So kapag ang sweldo niya ay 35,000. Okay? So that's the for GSIS. Ito yung for government, no? Paano naman sa private? Okay, kapag nasa private sector ka, Social Security System naman, the SSS. Okay, medyo nakakalula yung number. So kung ako sa inyo, i-download nyo ito o visit nyo itong link na nakalagay dito sa baba ng picture. Okay, i-print nyo para di kayo malito. Or, kagaya kanina, may pinakita akong calculator, pwede nyo na yung gamitin, no? Okay, so SSS stands for Social Security System, a government-run social insurance program in the Philippines designed for workers in the Philippines in the private sector. It provides financial protection and assistance in times of retirement, disability, sickness, maternity, unemployment, or death. Okay, so for this private sector naman, so kaganina kasi sa government naman yung GSIS. So dito, 15% no yung monthly salary credit or the MSC ay yung total contribution mo. Pero yung 5% lang doon ang contribution mo. The rest, sa share ng employer. So, paano kino-compute yung share ng employer mo dyan? That is 10% plus ah ang this one, okay? yung easy na tinatawag natin. So, kasi may iba't ibang amount. Okay, ito yon. Okay? So, the maximum salary credit is 35,000, of course, and the maximum employee contribution is 1,750. Nandito, ito yung, itong part na to, ito yung sa employee. Okay. So, makikita natin na 1,750 yung pinaka amount o pinaka-maximum amount na contribution na. Sa employer naman, 3,530. Okay? So, for example, Maricel is an office worker earning 35,000 per month. Compute her monthly SSS contribution. So, una, hanapin natin, no, yung 35,000 na yan. So, ang 35,000, nasa range siya ng, okay, halos dito na, no? Dito na sa 34,000 yung pinakababa. Okay? So, kasi it falls under the last row, the 34,750 over. So, yung corresponding monthly salary niya, of course, ito na yan, 35,000. So, manggagaling dyan, magkano ang manggagaling sa employer? So, that is 3,530. So, magkano naman ang manggagaling sa'yo? 1,750. Okay? So, That's it. Okay? So, pwede nyo yan i-check no, dun sa calculator na pinagamit ko sa inyo. So, i-try natin. Okay, so for example, dito tayo sa SSS, no? Okay, so 35,000. So 35,000. So makikita natin na from the employers, 3,530 yung share nila. Sa employee naman, 1,750. And yung total monthly contribution mo sa SSS is 5,280. So, for example, ang sweldo mo is 100,000. 100,000 yan. Okay, so makikita natin dito class, so parehas lang siya nung 35,000 na sweldo, no? Yung 35,000 kasi, that is the maximum amount na. Okay, kagaya na banggit kanina do sa table. And then yung maximum amount ng employer and employee ay sa employer 3,530, sa employee naman 1,750. Kaya kung magtataka, sir, bakit pareho lang sila ng 35,000? Because that's the maximum amount. So, for example, babaan natin 20,000, 20,000. Okay, ito lang yung babayaran. Okay, ito yung share mo, 1,000. Sa employer naman, 2,030. So, total of 3,030. So, nandito rin yan sa table. So, hanapin mo lang. Okay, hanapin mo lang kasi masyadong maliit. So, I suggest kung nagpa-practice lang naman kayo para madali nyo maintindihan o para i-check kung tama yung sagot nyo, yung computation nyo, pwede nyo itong gamitin yung tax calculator philippines.com. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, so for example, meron tayo dito na a problem. Mr. De La Cruz works at a private company and earns a monthly salary of 26,000. His taxable income is 24,500 after deduction. So compute the following based on 2025 contribution tables. So dito class, binigay na yung taxable income. So given naman yung taxable income. So again, pag nagko-compute tayo ng tax, hindi doon sa monthly salary na 26,000. Okay? So sa problem na ngayon, binigay yung taxable income. So yung 24,500 yung kukumputin natin para sa tax niya. Okay, unahin natin yung SSS. Okay, since dyan sa table natin, yung 26,000, makikita natin ito. Okay, nasa range siya ng 25,750 to 26,249.99. So yan, 26,000. So dito makikita mo na agad na yung employer share is 2,630 at yung share mo naman as employee is 1,300. So a total of 3,930. Okay? Ayan. So next naman natin is the PhilHealth. Okay. So sa PhilHealth, sabi kanina, 5% yan, total of 5%. So tig 2.5% kayo. So madali lang, compute mo lang 26,000 multiply it by 5%, so 1,300. Paghatian nyo ng employer mo yung 1,300. So 1,300 divided by 2, that is 650. So tig 650 kayo. Okay? Next is the pag-ibig. Okay, so I told you kanina, so more than 10,000 ito, so 200 pa din. So wala tayong pag-uusapan. Okay? Tig to 200 pa din. Okay, yung share nyo. Next is the withholding tax. Since dito, nabanggit yung 24,500, so yun ang gagamitin natin. Yung 24,500. So si 24,500, nasa bracket number dito siya. 2. Ito. Okay? So ang gagamitin natin is 15% of excess over 20,833. So subtract muna natin 24,500 minus 20,833. The answer is 3,667. So yung 3,667, multiply natin by 15%, the answer is 550.05. Okay. So that's good. Ayan. So pwede natin gamitin tong ulit yung calculator. Okay. Without the table, pwede ulit natin gamitin. Okay, so for example, dito tayo sa income tax calculator. Okay, disregard nyo muna yung makikita yung income tax dyan ha. Okay, kasi ang ilalagay ko dito is yung 26,000 na monthly salary. So, ang titingnan natin dito is yung SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. Okay, so tama ba tayo? So, yung monthly contribution mo ay 1,300, tapos sa PhilHealth 650, sa Pag-ibig ay 200. Okay, so yung 452, hindi po yan kasi dapat ang ilagay natin doon is 24,500. Hindi naman 26,000 yung taxable income niya. So, para ma-check natin na tama yung tax niya, so lagay in not a member natin to. Okay. Para hindi na ma-compute yung SSS. Okay. So, ilagay natin dito 24,500. So, pag kinalculate natin, so makikita natin 550.05 yung tax na makakaltas sa kanya. Okay? So, ayan. This is another way na ma-check nyo kung tama yung sagot nyo. Okay, so I hope natutunan nyo kung paano kinukompute yung SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, and GSIS. So meron akong 5 questions dito. O madali lang naman to. So what we're going to do is to write the letter of the correct answer. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds to answer. So, which of the following is not a mandatory deduction from an employee's salary in the Philippines? A. SSS contribution. B. Pag-ibig contribution. C. Personal shopping allowance. D. PhilHealth contribution. Okay, your 15 seconds starts now. Okay, number 2. What is the purpose of SSS or the Social Security System contribution? A. To pay for groceries. B. To provide benefits such as pension, maternity, and sickness. C. To increase an employee's salary. D. To fund school scholarship. Your 15 seconds starts now. Next, number 3. If an employee earns 30,000 monthly, which of the following deduction is used to fund housing loans and savings? A. SSS. B. BIR. C. Pag-ibig. D. PhilHealth. Your 15 seconds starts now. Okay, next. What percentage of the employee's monthly basic salary is usually deducted for PhilHealth? A 1%, B 2.75%, C 2.5%, D 10%. Okay, now this is the last question. Which government agency is responsible for collecting income tax from employees? A. JSIS, B. DOH, C. SSS, D. BIR. Okay, so let us reveal now the answer. So can you check your answer if you get a correct answer for the five questions? Okay, so number one, the correct answer is letter C. Number two, B. Number three, C. Four, C. Five, D. Okay, if you got the a perfect score, okay, congratulations. And if not, if you get two and one, so pwede nyo pa rin ma-practice itong lesson na to through exercises. No? Pwede kayo mag-search sa mga practice exercises, problems in computing the mandatory deductions like SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, and GSIS. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Okay, see you in the next video.